You may have heard of the phrase, "You are what you eat," but who are we when we eat? Great question and interesting answer from Marc David on the Functional Forum.
He changes his diet on his own. Not because I told him, "You fool, you're eating junk." I asked him to slow down, really. I asked him to get in contact with his body. I asked him to put his body in the optimum state of digestion and assimilation, which is the relaxation response, which also happens to be the ideal state of natural appetite regulation and day in, day out calorie burning. When you're in a stress state, your brain is not actively able to scan the nutrient profile of a meal, figure out what you need, determine, am I hungry? Am I full? Did I get the right nutrition? In the stress state, your brain thinks it's running from a lion. And I think in contemporary nutrition and digestion, what's often happening is the world that we live in these days is kind of a high-pressure world. We move fast. We're focused on nutrition. And nutrition for a lot of us means I eat the right foods. And this is a great thing. And this is wonderful. And we, to my mind, must turn our attention to, and who are we when we eat? What is the optimum state under which I am eating? To me, that's kind of where the rubber meets the road. 1822, Alexis St. Martin was a Canadian trapper, and he had wandered into the Great Lakes region in the United States. He accidentally, his musket went off. It blew a hole in his stomach. It just so happened there was a doctor, a medical doctor, with the U.S. Army named William Beaumont. For those nerds who study the history of digestion, you know this guy. Okay, if you don't, I'm going to tell you briefly about him. So William Beaumont treats Alexis St. Martin, and he has a gastric fistula. So it's this wound where literally the contents of his stomach is completely open. And Dr. Beaumont sews it up, but it never quite healed. Now, Alexis St. Martin lived to be 83, but the hole in his stomach didn't close. So what happens is you could look right in. And being a good doctor, he thought, man, I'm going to experiment. So what he would do is he would take these little silk pouches and he would fill them with food. Put in meat, he'd put in porridge, he'd put in vegetables, insert them into this guy's stomach, and watch what happens. So he was observing, he could literally see the stomach lining change color as the blood flow is coming in and out. He can watch gastric juices. He could see different meals break down at different rates. He also even noticed that when Alexis St. Martin was irritated that the food wouldn't digest as fast. In 1822, the observation was made that mind was impacting digestion.
Thanks so much for watching, and for more great clips like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've created a special free video just for you. It's called the 5 Steps to Becoming a Leader in Your Wellness Community, and it'll give you some of the starting points on how to position yourself as the leader in your zip code of your health community. All you have to do is click on the link below.